something we said many a times. We've been sitting on the couch watching races, and that we think the pinnacle of motorsport, F1, requires a permanent team of stewards.
Yes, that is something we have spoke a lot about. I mean, the difference between track to track from the stewards' decisions, you look at things and you go, well, last week that was 5-second penalty for such and such.
Yeah.
This week, all of a sudden, it's a 10-second penalty. Other times it's, we're just not going to bother investigating that. And you think, where is the consistency in this?
Yeah.
If at least if you had one team of dedicated stewards that went to every race of the year, you would hope there would be some form of, it would be uniform across the season, or at least that is what we'd like to see.
Yeah.
It is hard.
I think you wouldn't get rid of all the inconsistencies because every track's slightly different, and the racing's going to be a little bit different. But at least you'd have a better understanding week to week at where those stewards' minds are in terms of, you're like, okay, well, they kind of let this go at the other track because there was a bit more space, and maybe, but they've had to nail it down a bit here because it was a little bit unsafe. And as long as you've got the same guys making the decisions week on week, you can kind of get used to their decision-making process, and over the season, you can kind of understand where they're going with it. But right now, as you say, week one, it could be, it's just Rubin's racing, fantastic, brilliant, carry on with it, guys. And the next one, it's, you made contact with his tyre. 5 seconds for you, buddy boy. And you're like, well, no, because they were just allowed to go at it last week. So yeah, it's that inconsistency. Like, we're at the pinnacle. We're at the pinnacle of motorsport, where you're at the cutting edge of technology. You're at the peak of driver ability.
Yeah.
But you don't have one set of stewards who are asserting the rules week in and week out. And you're going, oh, look, we've got a different driver steward this week. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, as we've said, all right, if you want to say it in sets of stewards, you've got to say they cannot be affiliated with any sort of team. And that is hard because, like you said before to me when we were off the podcast, it is a case of a lot of people in motorsport tend to stay in motorsport, work around motorsport. So it will be hard to get people who aren't affiliated with a team. And I think as long as, they might have previously worked for, I don't know, say McLaren, something like that. That's okay, as long as it's not 5 out of 10 stewards are ex-McLaren employees. Not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they can't hold shares in any of the teams, or they can't be sponsored by, or things like that. And the excuse we always get from the FIA is, that kind of thing costs money. And you're like, well, yeah, but we also know that you pay Ferrari 50 million a year just to be in the sport. Don't tell me you haven't got the money.
Yeah.
That's not funny. It's just a get out of jail free card for the FIA to go, that was nothing to do with us. Don't blame me. And if we're at the pinnacle, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
It needs to be consistent race after race after race. And that's part of the problem. It is too inconsistent. And a team of stewards would definitely solve that. But like we say, there would have to be definite, stringent rules around who was allowed to be a steward.
Yeah. I think it's okay to have like past affiliations, just as you say, you don't have a majority of the team, a majority of the steward team that's got affiliations with the same team. If they've all got affiliations with different teams throughout the past, that's fine. But what I would say is all of them don't have to agree that it's a penalty, just a majority.
Yes.
Because that you could have that one who's going to throw a spanner in the works because they were affiliated with. So if you've got a team of 5 stewards and 3 of them say that's a penalty, then it's a penalty. Obviously, if all 5 say it's unilateral, if 2 say yes and 3 say no, it's not a penalty, carry on racing. That's the kind of approach I'd like to see. And the money side of it, the money argument, I think you're exactly right. I mean, I don't think people who are paying hundreds and hundreds of pounds for seats on the hill at Silverstone want to hear that you haven't got the money to pay for consistent stewarding. And especially as well, we don't even pay for your marshals. They're all voluntary.
Yeah.
At every single race. There's money in the sport. As you say, Ferrari get Ferrari money. I don't even know what it's for anymore. It's legacy money.
Yeah.
It could be put up to better things. I think you're right, definitely. Money's not an excuse for not applying
Yes.
the best you can to the sport.